Hey guys, Brett here, connecting from UbiCentral, and today I'm going to be showing off some Gladiator Arena gameplay from Assassin's Creed Origins. I actually have my own gameplay of this recorded, but I'm not going to lie, I couldn't defeat the final boss. It was really difficult for me, but I did come across this gameplay from the AC Origins panel at E3. Ashraf Ismail is commentating over it as well, so it's instantly 100 times better than my gameplay. Anyways, I'm actually going to recap this panel and other tidbits of news that we learned. That video should be up in 1 hour, but if you do want to watch the full panel on your own, a link will be in the description down below. But without further ado, here is some Arena gameplay.
So just for the context of the situation, you originally get introduced to the Gladiator Arena through the main quest line. So Bayek, he's trying to lure out a specific target. And so he covers himself going into the Gladiator Arena to pretend to be a gladiator to be able to lure this person out. That's how you get into it. Once you've gotten into it, it becomes optional. And we have a ton of bosses and a ton of rounds. There's a lot of cool gear to get to win through the Gladiator Arena, but again, it's the player's choice. If you want to keep going down this rabbit hole, you can. And if not, that's okay too. You're gonna miss out on amazing bosses, that's your choice. Here, we're seeing a new weapon, which is what we call a heavy bladed, so like a giant axe. And you can see some of the combos here. Fighting an enemy with a shield is very different than an enemy with a sword or a spear. Here we finished the first wave, a new wave is coming, so we can see the shields are bigger. There are different types of shields. There's guys with hammers. Here you can see at the bottom of the screen, we've built up this adrenaline meter. So this is kind of a meta strategy in the fight system where you can build up this meter to unleash massive attacks, or what we call Fury mode. Each weapon has its own style of devastating attacks or Fury mode. And eventually what we want players to do is to, here we go, this is it. Yes, yes.
Round of applause for the team.
There we go. See, very poorly timed swings. The person who played this, I don't know, we're gonna talk to him after this. He's standing just off stage. So here we can see two massive dudes. Yeah. This part is hard. Even for me, it's very hard. But you can see, so, a little detail. You saw him get knocked to the ground. Things like status effects, like knocked to the ground, stun, breaking open their shields. All of this are properties of weapons, properties of combos and attacks that we want people to learn that depth and master it. And every weapon has its own style. So here we're able to knock him down, which allows us to start unloading. But he still has his shield up. So here we want to play with things like having the guy be committed to a move before going to his back and doing a critical hit. So there we go, so the waves are done. Now it's onto the boss of this area. So we'll let the introduction play. But again, just to repeat, we are introduced to this through the main quest line, and then after this point it becomes an optional piece of content as now Bayek has the right to enter an arena. It's up to the player to continue or not. So we go with the slaver. So as you'll see, every boss has their own unique set of combos, unique weapons. Keep in mind, this is, I'll say it, I'm super proud of what we have, and I'm really happy that we're able to show it off. It is still a work in progress. We still have, we're still working on this thing. We're tuning and balancing, working out the wrinkles. But we're super proud to be able to show it off and have people play it here at E3.
This is playable over at E3?
This is playable here at E3, yes.
Okay.
You have to watch out for those spikes, so the environment matters. You can use the environment against the enemy if you're clever, if you know how to use your weapon, if you know how to use push attacks, this kind of stuff. We really wanted to craft, it's a dance between these two. So now he's getting pissed. So as he goes through the fight, he gains new attacks. His strategy will adapt to yours. He's going to get tougher and tougher. As you can see, he's actually getting faster with his attacks, getting more aggressive. And I'll say this is one of the simplest bosses we have in the game. We have some super cool, unique bosses. We put a lot of effort into this.
Almost halfway there.
So that's something important that you can do. You can kind of prepare an attack, feint an attack, be able to dodge last second. You know, hitting an enemy in the back will actually do bonus damage. Hitting an enemy on the ground or getting them on the ground will also do bonus damage. There's quite a lot of depth. It's a very different fight system than we've ever done. And that's why we have this here at E3. It's because, you know, we can say it till we're blue in the face. We can show awesome videos, but it's not the same if you don't feel it. And that's why we have this here. We want players to feel it and to realize, okay, yeah, it is drastically different. It is something new and hopefully something quite cool.
It's pretty intense here. Is he gonna make it?
I don't know. We'll have to talk to him afterwards to see how he feels about this.
Oh.
Wow, what
he took like
finish.
2.5 bars of damage in like 2 shots. Wow.
What a finish.
All right. Very impressive. No mercy. That's how this crowd.
Boo. Man, this crowd is vicious. Wow.
We want blood. All right. You did it.
So here.
Very cool.
Thank you.
All right, well, we have a couple minutes just for a few more questions. Jump into Facebook, and of course, if you guys are watching online, you can ask your questions on Facebook of any of the panels over the next couple days. Let's see. Here's a question from Stacy Bork. She wants to know, do you get to choose which weapon you want to take into the arena battles, or are you restricted to only specific types?
So for the Gladiator Arenas, we wanted it to be actually a showcase of the weapons. And we've actually crafted that experience to really be highlighted when using certain weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So for the arenas, you do have a loadout that you go out with. But in the world, obviously in the world, it's a different story. In the quest line, it's a different story. You actually have, obviously, whatever you have loaded on.
Yeah.
So we play with both, actually, trying to highlight equipment if you've never seen it before, because there's a ton of it. So that's in the arenas. But the bosses in the world, the bosses in the quest lines, obviously, it's the gear you have on.
Yeah.
We have bosses in the open world, so you'll come across them in certain forts and and military locations. So that will be obviously you'll have a unique loadout, whatever you choose there.
Open world boss.
Yeah.
Can go for probably quite a bit of area, right? Is it chasing each other?
Yeah, actually.
Contained areas, or is it sort of more open?
We have both. We have bosses that are in forts, or just optional world. We have bosses that are roaming the world who are hunting for Bayek, so I don't want to ruin the surprise of that.
All right.
Yeah, we have both. We have guys who are on vehicles. Yeah. Vehicles are really important to the combat system as well.
Yeah. All right, cool. Time for one more question from the audience. Someone hasn't asked a question yet. Any questions for the Assassin's Creed team? Yes, all right over here. Sorry. You guys this side. Start with you in the glasses right there. Probably get you a mic.
Excuse me, guys. Thank you. I was wondering, do you learn new combos with each weapon, or do you have all the moves from the start when you get the weapon type?
No, each weapon type has its own combo set, and it's actually quite deep. You also unlock, if you go through the ability graph, you can unlock deeper and deeper combos. So actually, that devastating attack you saw with the axe, you can unlock actually a combo that launches from that attack.
Oh, nice.
You can actually have combos that launch from picking up somebody else's weapon and throwing it at someone else. There's a huge depth to the combat system.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for bringing so much gameplay to the E3 Coliseum. Lots of great stuff. And we have an incredible afternoon ahead for you guys. We've got